Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick, and in today's video I am going to be telling you my top 5 favorite traits of Crested Geckos. So the difference between a trait and a morph is a trait is something like a porthole, a Dalmatian spot, a pinstripe. A morph would be a harlequin, a tiger, an extreme harlequin, a patternless, a bicolor, a brindle. I think I kind of hit them all there. I might have forgot one. But anyway, let's get right into it. Alright guys, so my number 5 favorite trait is going to be kneecaps and fringing. And I'm going to show you what that is right now. So this is my girl Gloria here, and you can see she has kneecaps right there. It's that little white spot, or that little white line right there on her knees. And then fringing is going to be the whites on the back of her hind legs there. So the reason I really like this trait is because it really makes the legs like kind of pop out, and it kind of gives it like a nice defined outline, almost like a pinstripe does as well. And it's just something that it's just really pretty for Crested Geckos to have it, honestly, in my opinion. And I think it, like I said, I just think it really makes their morph kind of pop out just that much more. 4th favorite trait is gonna have to be pinstripe. And this is Billy here. He has a complete pinstripe, and specifically I do like the full pinstripe. Dash pins are actually really cool too, especially when they're babies, because the dash looks so much better. Partial pins look really pretty because you know that they carry a lot of the trait depending on how much of it is partial. But a guy like Billy here who has that full pinstripe, there's just something about seeing a complete pin that's just really pretty on a gecko, and it almost seems like it just like kind of makes their pattern pop a little bit more, kind of like the fringing does. And that's kind of like the theme you'll find is some of my favorite traits. They just really help the overall morph of the gecko look better. It's traits that complement the gecko's already natural morph. So number 4, pinstripe. Alright guys, so my 3rd favorite trait is gonna have to be right here, is gonna have to be portholes. And those white dots. So these white dots that you see on the side here, those are called portholes. And what portholes do, in my opinion, is when you have a dark gecko and you have those nice white little, holes on the side, portholes, it really helps add to the overall aesthetic of a gecko, especially when it's a darker gecko, because it makes their contrast seem even better and almost makes it seem even darker. So he may fire up very dark as he is, and this is him fired down right now. I wish he was fired up so you guys could see it, but the white pops out so well, and it's just really impressive to see an animal that can be that dark and then have something so cleanly white on its sides. So number 3 without a doubt has to be portholes. Alright guys, so my 2nd favorite trait is going to be blushing. And what blushing is, and she's not fired up right now, so it's going to be somewhat hard to indicate on her. So she's not fired up, but you can, and the shadows are bad. There we go. So you can kind of see that there's a little bit of pink under her chin there. And I'm going to go ahead and insert a photo of when she is fired up right about now, so you can see this blushing trait that I'm talking about. And the thing that I really like about blushing is I think that it really is a good complement to harlequins, and it's also a really good complement to flames. I think that if you can get that blush trait in a flame or a harlequin, or even a bicolor, it just adds a certain like a red hue to it that is just really pretty, and something that overall just makes the gecko kind of pop a little bit more than a normal flame or a normal harlequin would when you just add a little bit of red tinting under their chin. So blushing is a really cool trait, and it's really something that I've been really wanting to work on, and I can't wait to breed this girl so we can try to get more blushing in our collection and more blushing babies. So I think that's why I like blushing so much, is I'm just really excited to work with it. And number 1, without a doubt, has to be Dalmatians and Dalmatian Spotting. Dalmatians are something that I really enjoy, and we have a ton of them. And it's just one of those traits that is passed down very easily, and a lot of geckos will have Dalmatian spots on them, but something about like a patternless Super Dalmatian is just really special, and there's something really pretty about that. And there's something really pretty about seeing the babies of a gecko like this even. So Dalmatian, like I said, is just one of those things that I really love, and it just has to be my favorite trait because it's one of the traits that we work with the most here, and it's one of the traits that I just really enjoy seeing, even in like a Harlequin. Like I know some people want clear and clean Harlequins. I don't mind if a Harlequin has a couple Dal spots on. I think it just adds character to the gecko. So, with that said, guys, that is the video. Comment down below your top 5 favorite traits, and then kind of let me know how they compare to mine and what you think of my list as well. I'd love to know what your guys' favorite ones are as well, because it's so personal and so individual as to what you really like the most and what you know, if you're a breeder, what you choose to work with. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're posting a little bit more now, and we're trying to get this thing growing a little bit. So until next time, guys, stay safe and stay positive.